Hi everyone, Evie here. Welcome back to another video on infinitynikki. This time we are talking about Midnight Vigil and its recolor and on all four skin tones and kind of like a brief showcase of the feature as well. So let's get started. Here is the original hairstyle. I've already complained a little bit, but not like a full-on complaint about the hairstyle in the open world. Let me put on anything and just show you. So I've complained about the way it moves. The bob cut on the top does not move together with the long hair. So in a way, it makes me feel like the hairstyle is like separated into two parts. Well, it is separated into two parts, but this is still on the same person's head. So I just feel like it shouldn't be like this. So yeah, that was my complaint about the hairstyle. But the hairstyle itself, even though that's like not something I would get for myself, I think it's pretty cute. And let me just actually get rid of the outfit so we're not like putting any other like aspect into this, and we're just like testing out what it looks like. And let's just test it out with different skin tones just to see what it looks like. I actually feel like the orange is okay. I don't think it's like too weird. Yeah, so I think if we like kind of tone down the eyebrows, I think this is a good color. But one thing I was complaining as well in my polling video and everything is I just feel like all the colors of the hairstyles we've been getting are so similar. Say like if this is an orange hairstyle, then it'll be like almost exact same orange. I know it's like slightly different, but only slightly different. Well, this one is not orange. This one is like full on yellow. But like, and like I know this one is like slightly deeper, and then the longer one is a little bit lighter than this one, and then this one is like slightly less saturated and a little bit lighter, and then there's like a bit of ombre here going on that's like darker at the tips. But just can you make it like a little bit more different, please? That's just my thought though. But yeah, and I like that there's like a few loose strand of hair on this side, and then this side is like really well like really uniform. I feel like this outfit is meant to be like more uniform, because it is a uniform. I need to stop saying that word, but like it's meant to be like a little bit like more stiffer, because she is like in a marching band outfit. She needs to be like perfect. So I do understand that, and I like that they took the time to like make the entire shape of the hairstyle look perfect. But then there's also like a little bit of loose strands to remind us that she is a real person. She is not. That does not make sense. But you get what I mean. So I really like that. And I like that there's like a few strands of hair that's like sticking out a little bit. Her bangs and everything. So it does look symmetrical and exactly the same when we're looking from afar. But if we look closely, the details are actually pretty nice. So I was thinking like at the beginning, not just like the movement of the hair, but I was thinking it's like a little bit stiffer, on the stiffer end. But now I don't think that anymore, because I can see that like there is differences. So they did take the time and energy to make it look different, but they just had to like keep the entire hairstyle in its own shape. So yeah, I like that, and I think it's good. How I would style this? I'll have to think about it. Maybe Y2K or something. And I think it could be styled very differently to the original style of the entire outfit. So I think that's a pretty good aspect of the hairstyle. So I would say it's pretty versatile. And it's pretty unique in terms of the shape of the hairstyle. And this blonde color, I feel like it's a bit on like the yellowy side. It's not like a natural blonde color, I wouldn't say. It's more like a more saturated colored blonde hair color, I feel like. And this is just like on different skin tones for you to kind of see it closer. So yeah, I do like the hairstyle overall. I was like on the fence about it, but now like after looking at it more, I like it. And then we have, oh, let me put her into a bun. Isn't this the perfect hairstyle for showcasing a lot of different things? Okay, let's see. This is original hair, or original jacket. So the good thing about this that I like is this is a coat item. This is not a top, which means that we could, you know, we could style this with different outfits and turn different outfits like a skirt or something into this kind of style. Maybe we don't have anything that is like this yet in the game, but we are definitely going to get more things that is going to work with this coat. So I am really looking forward to that. Let's just like kind of put some dresses underneath and just to see what it looks like full body. So I would say it's a pretty cute top, and yeah, you can transform. Oh my gosh, this dress is so cute. I just claimed it and haven't had a chance to try it on yet, and I'm just like trying it on here. Yeah, like even this would work. And you can turn this into like a cute marching band themed or guard themed dress that is pretty cute. And I want to say I like that they actually took the time and tucked everything inside the jacket. That's something worthy of like my applause. And look, the sleeves are coming out here, and then like everything else is very nicely tucked in. That's really, really nice. And you can tell that they did pay attention because the sleeves are coming out, but the entire thing is tucked in. So I really like that. I really like that. And like, yeah, like even Silvergill, I'm not saying that it works, but like you can put so much underneath these coat items and have it work. Wait, I feel like this is kind of gonna work. It will be like a mix and matching style. Wait, hold on, let me. That's actually kind of cute, isn't it? I don't know, like, what about it that is cute, but it's kind of cute with the poofy skirt. It's like a really weird combination, but it somehow works. I really like this jacket, and we also talked about the details in my polling video, so if you want to check it out, you can check it out. It's under, wait, what's the other outfit that it came with? The Stardust one, right? It's under the Stardust polling video, so you can check it out. But yeah, all the details, all the textures are super, super well made. I really like that, and I just think it's a nice item. I am so glad that they separated the top and the coat. That's really good. That's what I'm looking for a dress-up game, to be able to have these kind of separations, and we can like style this outfit freely. Okay, so that was the jacket. And then we have the top. The top is really hard to distinguish, but they are different for the original and the recolor. Like you can tell the differences when I move like this. Okay, so now let's like actually observe. Here, what she is wearing is the original. So the original, the sleeves are slightly longer, as you can see when I move, right? And then the buttons are a different color. And let's check the back. Okay, I would say that the only thing that changes are these sleeve trims and the buttons. Not even these gold trims change. So you can see the details. But so what I like about this, I know it's a very subtle change. And like yes, I would want something a little bit different. But it could be good for perfectionist. When you want gold buttons, at least the buttons are going to be different. So yeah, that is the skirt, or the not skirt, the shirt. I wanted to try something else, that's why I said skirt. So say if we had one of these jackets on, had the shirt underneath, would it work with a dress? Yeah, I would say it could. It could work with a dress or a skirt. Just like see how you style this. So I really like that it's separated. And okay, so this does glitch a tiny bit over. Hold on. Yes and no. Okay, would you think this is like clipping? That's hard to say. I would say it is clipping, but it's like clipping at the perfect part. So it's like still blocked, but then you see that this is like laying down through the maybe like a hole in the coat or something. But I would say that it's like clipping. All right, and then we have the bottom. This one is original. Since now you can see more of her skin, I'm gonna showcase all skin tones. I don't do it for like every single item because I just don't want the video to be like way too long. But if you do think that I'm not showcasing the skin tones clear enough or anything like that, just let me know. Or if you don't think like you're interested in looking like at like one thing or something, like just let me know because your feedback always helps me. All right, so this is original shorts, and these are high-waisted. Let me see. Yeah, these are definitely high-waisted, and they are like ultra high-waisted because like I feel like normal high-waisted. Oh wait, let me put her into something shorter so you can actually see. Oh, this one is better. Okay, so normally I feel like for some of the high-waisted stuff in infinitynikki. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's not ultra high-waisted. It is high-rise. Okay, yeah. High-waisted. Nice. Lovely. I like that. One thing I don't like, well, I do like it, but also if they could make it a little bit better is to take off the sword and make it into a separate accessory so then we can have the sword on other stuff. That would be very cool. But I think it's okay if it's like built in. It's not like a major complaint, but I would want it to be separated. And oh my gosh, just like the details on these are amazing. And I love almost all the 4-star outfits in the game. They're still very well made and a lot cheaper to get. So that's really nice. But there's something though, like this game is still pretty new. We still need time to kind of know if they're going to be nice enough to F2P players to make it possible to clear all stages with just like the miracle outfits. That's something we have to test and find out. If we level up the miracle outfits fully, are we going to be able to participate in like 99% of the gameplay? I feel like that's a question for long term because stats do go up, and it also really depends on what the devs are thinking. So I feel like that's a really important question to ask them. See if it'll work in the long run because it's still too early to say. But so far, I would say it's looking pretty good. So far, I'm having so much fun and so much to do on my F2P Let's Play. So if you didn't know about that series, I have a series of Let's Play where I just play on an F2P account and I don't top up like ever. Except for the one time I actually bought something on it. But like I didn't do it on purpose and I didn't buy anything important. So it's still like an F2P account. And I've been having pretty much like very good time on my F2P account. So yeah, you can check those out like if you don't want to watch the entire thing. I know a lot of people like to watch it while they play, but if you don't want to watch the entire thing, you can just like check out like some of the earlier episodes versus a newer one so you can know like my progression as an F2P in the game. But it's really fun. And yeah, if I paused on something this long, you know I have some thoughts about it. So let's talk about it. I know I always compare like these type of clothing to IRL, and I know that there are like non-IRL materials that exist in the game, and this game is like mythical in a way. But what kind of material is this? Why is it shiny? Why does it have a woven texture while being shiny? And why does it look like plastics? And why is there no thickness to these socks? That is my question. Like, is it just me missing something that we have IRL that I just have no idea about? That is this texture and this type of sheen. Because I don't get it. It looks like tree branches. I know I'm like nitpicking, but like that's partly what I do here. I look at the details and then I nitpick. But I don't want to be like that person who's like hating on everything. But I don't understand it. But one thing like I'm going to say it like in their defense is that you don't see much of the socks. But in my defense, this is an outfit that's meant to be like styled. If you want a type of sock, like if you wanted a pair of socks like this in an outfit that you're styling and you want to showcase the entire socks and it shines like this, I don't know, like I would love to be corrected if there's like something IRL that exists that is this texture and shiny, then it's my bad for saying this. But I just feel like, why? I just want to ask the question. But maybe it's me. And also, I do understand that the game will have different materials and different stuff, but I just wish if this would make so much more sense to me if there's thickness to these socks, because there is no thickness to these socks, which makes me think that maybe because these socks are like hidden kind of underneath the boots and they did not pay as much attention to these. I don't know, I'm not hating on it, but it's just my thoughts. So yeah, let's move on to the boots. These are super well made, like no questions asked. Like even if you don't like the style, these are well made. You can see all the textures very clearly, the leather, just everything. I like them. They're really nice. And I just wonder if they're gonna style well with like dresses. Cause you know, like balance off like a girly outfit with a pair of boots or like different styles. Like festival themed dresses. Kind of if you style it really well and match like the top and bottom kind of a little bit, I think it could work with people who are like really good at styling or like spend a ton of time styling these. Yeah, I would say you can turn this into like a cute kind of yeah, it could work. I would say so. And like it's good for like future outfits too, because it is a nice length in terms of nice height in terms of boot. And I just think it's nice. And I think they're like complicated enough to have character and simple enough to be styled with different things to like match their colors. Big fan. I like the boots. And just do like a quick turn for each of the skin tones. All right, and then moving on to the next item, we have the hat. Okay, do we have any hair accessories? We do not. Okay, so we only have 2 items left. We have the hat and we have earrings. Check out the hat. It's gonna hide your bun. That is okay though, because that is completely normal. So let's check out the original color first. And because it's so close to the face, I'm gonna showcase skin tones as well. Let's try a different variety of hairstyles. Cool. And I just want to zoom in a bit more because I want you to see like how tall it sits on Nikki's head, because sometimes some of their hats doesn't sit that well and then it looks like a bucket on Nikki's head. I would say this one, it's a top hat that is like pretty tall. I would say it would work, but don't you think for this hairstyle particularly, she's not like actually wearing the hair, like wearing the hat fully. Like half of her head is in the, like only the top part of her head is inside the hat. Yeah, for these it sits better. At least like, oh cool. This like, changed these hairstyle entirely. That's actually very interesting. Yeah, for these, it doesn't sit like right on her head, but I feel like it's okay. And it's not the worst top hat we've had in the game. This is actually kind of cute. So yeah, I think it's nice. Let's just put on like this brown colored hair because it's like such a neutral color for all skin tones. How about this one? This one. And then let's try out the hair or the hat with different skin tones just to see like how the hat works. Yeah, I would say hat because it's like a separated accessory. It works. And then let's zoom in a little bit more to see the details. Yeah, these are also well made. So I feel like the thing for me also about the socks is this outfit is so down to earth IRL. I just feel like it's weird to have a texture that doesn't really exist IRL for the socks. If this were like a mythical outfit, like I never nitpick about the textures being IRL or not because it's a mythical outfit. Like why would we have normal materials? But this one is like such a normal outfit. I can't help but think like, oh, why is that texture? So like that's my thing about the socks. And the blue, everything is beautiful. The light is hitting it just right. I like it. Like look at the texture on these robes. That is crazy. And on the tassel, oh, that's really nice. And normally like the tassel should move, but I feel like maybe in this situation it's hard. I don't think I've seen like tassels like that move freely in a game like this, so I don't know if it's possible. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And then we have the earrings. Yeah, this hairstyle is perfect for showcasing the earrings. I'll just keep it on. All right, so the original is this one. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Hold on. Yeah, these are really cute. I really like these, and I think these are gonna work with different outfits as well. Let me see what the other color is. Yeah, I like them. Different colored, original and recolor. Original and recolor. So the gold stays, and then it's just like this little strip changes, and the little gemstone changes, and then I'm assuming there's a backing. Yeah, I do see the backing through her hair. Yeah, that's really nice. That's the earrings, and then let's ability setup. Oh, she's just wearing that outfit. Okay. Let me swap into the marching one. I just feel like I have so much faith in them. So I'm thinking, hold on, I didn't change it, sorry. I'm just thinking that, wait, what? Wait, that is a hair firework. We ran out of sloth for like whimsicality. What? Wait, hold on. What am I doing wrong? You guys are probably screaming at me now. Oh, why do I even bother to click on that? Yeah, the thing is, I would recommend this outfit because their CEO, I want to catch that Salko. The CEO talked about how they're gonna separate abilities with different outfits, and I am being hopeful. I do like the entire outfit, but I just wish that we could have different outfits when we are marching these little puppies around. And I also just hope that we could have like a better photo taking feature when we are marching them. Say like we could do different poses, we could kneel down or something to like take better pictures with them. All right, let's march them. Join me. Let's go. Well, I think it's super cute that we add hats to them. And then we do this. But I just want to say, I would want it to be like a little bit better. But it'll just be like really fun too in the game. Just like from time to time, we're just gonna march the puppies around and like keep a close eye on Florish with our little floof team. I think that would be super adorable too. Let me like do this. Look at how adorable they are. Yeah, I really like that. This is I do like the magic feature, but I feel like I probably like that outfit more because there's like so much going on with like their individual pieces. But it's a puppy marching for me. I don't know why I kept saying matching. It's a puppy marching for me. I just cannot say no. But I wish it would work on more animals in the future too, because this is definitely not enough. We need more. So yeah, I want to be able to in the future like march a ton of little animals behind me. So yeah, that would be everything we need to check out for Midnight Vigil. Yes, Midnight Vigil. So thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions. Yeah, and very, very best luck on your polls. I hope you all get super lucky, at least luckier than me. Okay, but yeah, if you haven't checked out my polling video, my other reviews video, we have all of them up on my channel. Just look at the recently uploads. So yeah, see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.